This week, in honor of Halloween, I am talking about the scarier side of economics. And to me, there are few economic concepts that are scarier than stagflation. So, stagflation happens when an economy is seeing high inflation and also high unemployment, or an economy that is stagnant. The reason this is so bad is that it is the worst of both worlds. So, normally with inflation, this happens when the economy is hot. You will see companies growing really fast and trying to hire, and maybe not able to find workers as fast as they want. So, they start offering higher and higher wages. You might remember this from the second part of the pandemic. We were seeing people getting raises, we were seeing companies offer all kinds of benefits they hadn't offered before. It was a really good time to be a worker, and wages started to rise. And this can create something in economics that is called the wage price spiral. So, what happens is people start getting paid more and paid more and paid more. And then the companies, in order to make up for the extra money they are paying workers, will charge more for the products they're selling. And so then you start to see prices rise. So, usually, if you are in an inflationary spiral, you will see prices rising, but also wages rising too, and a really hot job market. Now, what happens with stagflation is you get a situation where the unemployment rate is rising, but at the same time, prices are rising. This is what Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve are worried is happening right now, because we are seeing inflation a little higher than we want. It's around 3% right now. At the same time, we are seeing unemployment tick up. So, why does this happen? So, often when inflation happens, like I was talking about before, it has to do with the fact people are getting paid more. But sometimes other things can push prices up, things like tariffs. So, if taxes are being put on the things that we're importing, that will tend to raise prices all across the economy. That means we will be paying more for things, but it's not because we're getting paid more. It's not because our wages are rising. It's just because things are being taxed. So, when this happens in a bigger way, this is just incredibly destructive for the economy, as you can imagine, because you're both in a situation where workers don't have very much power. If unemployment is high, it's hard to ask for a raise, it's hard to find a new job. At the same time, any money you may have saved is eroding in value. It buys less and less all the time because inflation is rising. So, if you're looking for a very scary costume this Halloween, you should dress up as stagflation, because I think you could very safely make the case that few things are scarier or more destructive than stagflation. They might not be as sexy as a vampire, but pound for pound, much scarier.